What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, party people? It is your boy, Coach D Brown, former big leaguer, former first round pick with Kansas City Royals, providing that extra information with everything youth baseball, giving kids extra exposure, and helping kids get into schools. All right. I wanted to say we had a great turnout this past weekend, man. It was super great to see these young athletes like that out here getting it. This is something that was in the works, man. Shout out to my boy Coach Calhoun out there in Montgomery, and we've been talking about this since about he first kind of came to me in November about this, and just to see it come to fruition, yes, on Saturday was super dope. All right, we had over close to 90 kids. All right, there. All right, 90. Okay. Um, it was something to see those boys out there competing. Um, appreciate all the coaches that was there. Um, um, we had no doubt Lamar. Appreciate you, DJ. All right, I'll get you a list out there, the 14, 15U kids for the Team USA. DJ, I got you. All right. We had Tuskegee. We had uh, uh, Stillman. We had Clark Atlanta. We had Xavier. We had Lawson State. We had the only one that didn't show was Miles that I was on the flyer was Miles, and they didn't show up. But Keish was good. But everybody else that showed was on the flyer showed up, so that made it super cool, and it was great to see everybody there. But um, you know, I definitely believe that we can do it bigger and better next time we come out there. Um, Demetrius Sanders says, great event, D. My son loved it. Appreciate it. All right. Javier was good. I got you, DJ, no doubt, man. We had a couple kids come down sick before it was time for the showcase. So, we had a couple kids go down, man. It was just during the times, man, we had it. So, but yeah, it was a little mix up on my end. I thought we had lights on the field. I didn't know we didn't. So, that made it a little tougher for me to do this. We had to rush and kind of get in the cages, so we had to go on the fly. You know what I'm saying, which was a little tougher, but I was able to still make it through and finishing up. And listen, the main thing is the college coaches when they come to me and they tell me, and I know parents, I know parents, this is something for you, you want a whole bunch of information about what's going on here and there, but I do it for you guys to get the exposure, no doubt about it. But I really do it, I do it mainly to provide a service for the college coaches more so than, just as much as the parents, times is tough with COVID and everything like that. So getting out there, getting players, seeing kids, giving opportunities to 2021s, especially that need opportunities to get out there. This is why I do what I do. I know for a fact that at least I just got off the phone maybe about an hour ago with Lee. I think it's Robert E. Lee High School out there in Montgomery, which is not known for a baseball school, but he was extremely happy. He one of his kids got an offer. One of the other kids got a looked at. I know from just talking with different coaches that was a part of it, at least 6 guys were given opportunities to play. All right, right at that showcase, 6 guys. Now out of 90 don't seem like a lot, but to me that's super, great. It's still early. People, the coaches wrote down crazy names. I think each coach I know wrote down at least 4 to 6 to 8 names. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do it for. That's not even like sending the coaches the film out to the coaches in the future. You know what I'm saying? So for guys to get, 6 guys to potentially get opportunities to play at the next level, all right off this showcase, I felt like, that's what I do it for, right? So, it was, the weather was great. Javier, how many kids are at the event? I want to say maybe 90. All right. It was about 90 kids. I don't have the exact number. I'm still kind of, that's what I was doing all day today. We had some kids show up that I got to chase down a little bit. I had about 5 or 6 kids that I'm like wasn't accounting for. We had some next level kids pop up, and then we had, I know going into the event we had about 71, 72 that signed up. All right, and then on top of that, I invited my recruiting side, my recruiting kids. You know what I'm saying? That's in my recruiting program from Texas, Arkansas. They came, you know, as part of the program. You know, when you sign up with me, you get access to my showcases. You know what I'm saying? So they came. So that's another 3 or 4 that. So like I said, we had close about 88 to 90 kids, man. All right, circle them names. All right, and you know, yeah, no doubt. Trust me, I'm working them out right now, and numbers stuff like that. So, you know, once I got above, and that's why, and it's partially my fault, and I say this because I wanted to cap it out at 40. You know what I'm saying? Like 40, because I know from the time slot that I had, and I made the mistake. I thought we had lights on the field. Okay, I never been to that field. I thought, you know, thinking make an ass out of yourself, right? D, will you let parents know to make sure their kids don't post on social media about offers, only commitments? So on today, and it's a 2021. Jump on that offer, kid. Okay. 6 kids at the event is good. Just from a showcase, usually college wants to see kids again on their campus. No doubt about it. You have to go. You have to go to the coaches this year for sure. They won't be coming to you. Exactly. How can I get more 2024 in your recruiting program? Is it too early? No, I don't. I do have one 2024 from New Jersey, and he's actually getting the most. Now I'm not gonna promise, but he actually gets one of the most love. Now he's a high level kid out of New Jersey, Penn State, Maryland, Eastern Carolina. I know for a fact Georgetown already, you know, pretty much hasn't given him like an offer. I'm not gonna say that out loud, but they want him. All right, if he was to commit right now, they'll take him. Penn State and Maryland are also in the mix with him. And to answer your question, Lamont, yeah, 2024s is not too young. I actually been speaking with some 2025s, all right, and they're just getting into the high school program, and I have different levels. I've been increasing the showcases. Increasing the recruiting service about what I provide. Usually with my recruiting service is just 10 schools, part of my list. I go out and start making phone calls to try to make an offer. Now, a second tier I've started adding, especially for the 22s and under, is I add the recruiting education aspect of it. You know, I'm doing a lot of stuff in the background that I've already done, and you get access to like step-by-step process on what to do on the training side, alongside with the college coaches and calling and stuff like that. So if you're interested, anybody is interested in the recruiting services, you holler at me. And like I said, I got the basic tier, and then I got, different levels, and all the way up to me bringing you to individual showcases that I may not be having. All right. But one of the beauty of me having, having one of these showcases and stuff like that, we're going to continue to keep doing that. Big Lens, what's up, family? All right, shout out to my boy John Lindsay out there. All right, Big Lens, man, I got to see you one of these days, man. We got to team up there, dude. Come down there to the SIP, all right? Come down there to your part of town, all right? Shout out to my boy John Lindsay, man. Long-time friend of mine, man, doing this thing out there. Thanks for chiming in and looking in, all right? All right, enjoyed it, Coach Roman. I appreciate you, man, all right? Appreciate all the parents that, it was a long day. It was a lot of kids, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I get goosebumps and stuff when I see kids out there running, throwing. I wish we could hit outside more. Things could have been a lot better. All right, but I'm gonna be honest. It could be the most perfect showcase ever, and I still have fine things that I could have plugged holes in and stuff like that. But it was super dope to see kids out there competing, man. Young kids, man, black, white. You know what I'm saying? Out there competing, Spanish. Yeah, my boy out there from next level, Dominican cat. You know what I'm saying? Picking it. We had we had 10 states represented. All right, 10. All right. Obviously mostly Alabama, but we had Cali. All right. Shout out to my girl Gina and Michael coming in from Cali. We had Texas. All right. Shout out to Quincy and Quincy Jr. and Stella coming in. And shout out to Rodney. All right, and Caden coming from Houston, Texas. We had Mississippi in the building. We had Tennessee in the building. Both coast from Memphis all the way to Nashville to Knoxville. All right. We had Georgia, of course. We had South Georgia. We had Atlanta. We had South Carolina, Charleston area. We had Florida, the Panhandle. Shout out to my people out there, Florida. All right. Man, it was and then of course Alabama represented from Mobile all the way up to Huntsville. All right. So we got something special for you, Alabama cats. I was talking to my boy. We're gonna do a little bit of a ranking type of thing with Alabama. We, keep that on the hush hush. Parents don't get upset. You got plenty of time to change the rankings, but we're going to dissect, and I'm going to look at everybody that I kind of saw, and team up with some of the other coaches, and we're going to do some of a form of a ranking in Alabama. And we're going to do some bigger things, man, this summer down in Alabama, man. We're coming back. And but I liked it, and I saw the talent so much down there. We're gonna do some bigger things, and the beauty of it again, I could say all the rankings, I could say all the whatever, but bottom line, 6 kids got offers. All right, 6. This there. All right, 6 kids. When the coaches come to me and they come to me like, yo, D, man, damn, so much talent, man. I appreciate this, man. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? 6 kids. All right. And that's on top of 2 that's in my program that I know that, one of the schools from Mississippi, my shout out to my boy Coach Stubbs. He drove all the way out there, and shout out to like my parents that made the trip, man, because they just sometime before they pull that trigger, they just want to see them final eyes on them. So, they get offered, and it's going to be a nice little turnout, and maybe 10 plus kids, will end up being signed out of this show or more. I mean, listen, there's 23, 20, there were super talented kids, all right, shout out to Bernice and Elijah, and super, like, a lot of my people that have been following me for a minute came down, and that's why the beauty why I do what I do with the show and everything, to build that relationship. And you guys know I ain't no BS. I ain't about the bread. For what I do, I promise you, and I'm not here to make anybody feel guilty, but for $150, the price that I provide Pro Scouts, because the Pro Scouts is loving me too. All right, for different reasons. All right, shout out to my boy Easy and Bam. All right, so we have Pro Scouts there. They were loving it. You know what I'm saying? They love to see all that talent out there. And the Pro Scouts, they usually go for the younger kids, which is surprising, right? I talked about this before. They like them young kids, you know what I'm saying? The 22, 3, and 4s, you know what I'm saying? Where they could follow up on them. You know what I'm saying? That's who the Pro Scouts love. You know what I'm saying? They may like a kid here and there, but they look at him like, oh, we just putting eyes on him. If I'm just finding about him as a 2021, let him go to college and let me follow up with him. That's how the Pro Scouts think. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know about him right now as a 2021 grad or so, they're going to follow you, and that's what you want. All right? But the 22, 3, and 4s from a Pro Scout, they see you, they like, oh, they're going to write you down quick and be like, I'm going to follow up with this kid potentially, the next year or 2, he graduates, and let's see what happens from there. That's how the Pro Scouts think. You know what I'm saying? So especially for those kids, those like Easy and my boy Bam, that's their area. If they just finding out about some of these kids that came, because there was some talented kids that came, and everybody at different levels in there, but there were some really talented kids. And if they see you as a 2021, and it's first time they really putting my eyes on, they kind of like what they see. They ain't obviously all you're gonna do is write a name down. They're gonna want you to go to the college, and they're gonna follow up with you. But if you're a 22, 23, 24 from a pro side, okay, and this is the first time they're seeing you, they salivate. They like that, all right? Because now they get to, put your name down, put the high school down where you at. I know for my fact, both Bam and especially my boy Easy, I don't know how many names he wrote down, but I know he wrote down at least, I ain't asked, but I know he talked to at least 5 to 10 kids. You know what I'm saying? Get the information, write it down. That's all you want. You know what I'm saying? It's a successful, if a college coach or a pro scout over there should come shake your hand and ask who you are, and, boom, kind of follow-up deal. That's what you want, all right? That's a successful showcase to me. If it's 10-plus kids, between getting offers and getting looked at and getting follow-up, and if you ain't part of that, right now, that doesn't mean, it's not as successful. No, it's not, all right? There may be kids that I don't know, all right, that the coaches was looking at and when they wrote down and didn't really understand because they have rosters. They may not, they might not say anything to the kids now, anything like that, but in the future, all right? Because this is kind of, even though we had 10 states represented, this is kind of still territorial, especially for the Alabama kids, right? Who's to say? To Tuskegee and everybody else ain't going to follow up. And that's why the high school coach called me today. He was like, yo, D, I want to thank you for this because one of my kids got an offer, and Tuskegee's going to follow up with another kid. We're going to go out there and do a private workout for a Tuskegee coach. And he's like, we may have 2 kids, all right, get an opportunity to play, and I want to thank you. All right, when a high school coach come and call and tell me that, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is about, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is about. All right. So let me see here. My boy Eric says, D, will you let parents know to make sure their kids don't post on social media about offers, only commitments? I saw one today, and it's a 2021. Jump on that offer, kid. All right. My boy Darren says, come to Florida. I know we got to make this happen, man. All right. Isaac really enjoy interaction, feedback from the coaches to scout on site. No doubt, Roman. That's what we do. All right. Trevor said that's big, no doubt. All right. Marshall Terrence, definitely what Alabama needed, no doubt, man. All right. Brian, what's good? All right. And it sounds like it. You know, it sounds like what that. No. And shout out to my boy D Brooks. He didn't make it down, man, but he told me, you know, he's like, Alabama got a lot of hidden talent, D. He did like a lot of hidden talent that don't get the exposure, which is surprising to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, again, this is all about relationships. You guys understand that, you know, the Alabama thing happened because of a relationship from one of my coaches that used to coach with me out in the Memphis area, knew my man over there. Plus, he knows that show. And he was like, yo, D, you know, you know, I know so-and-so over there. You know, you need to think about coming out here to Montgomery, Alabama, and do something like this in Alabama. And I was tired at first because I had everything lined up for, you know, in October, November. And I was like, once December came out, I was like, man, I wonder if I could kind of fit it in, you know, schedule-wise and temperature-wise. And I was like, you know, because I was worried about it being too cold. But it ended up being a beautiful day, 60-some degrees. You know, it wasn't cold, you know what I'm saying? The sun was out. Now when the sun went down a little bit, got a little colder here and there, but you know, 60-some degrees in January, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful weather. It had rained a little, but the field was in decent shape, you know what I'm saying? And man, you couldn't ask for a better day. All right, the only thing I wish I could have had it earlier so we could spend more time out in the field. I thought it would be light, so we had to go indoors, and so little things like that, man. But for the most part, and parents, you know what I'm saying, you know, I wish it could have went all the way right, but I want you guys to understand that I keep getting bigger. All right, these camps keep getting bigger. This wasn't supposed to be my biggest one. All right, when I first, you know, when I got there on Saturday, early in the, you know what I'm saying, when I looked at my numbers, it was going to be right around the same amount of kids I had in Mississippi. So for my parents in Alabama, I want you guys to understand, in Mississippi, we were out there from 9 o'clock, I think, 9 it started, all the way to 4 o'clock. All right, so we out there 7 hours. So this, you know, here we had more kids, and we did in the less time. Okay, so didn't get to see the pictures like how I wanted to evaluate the pictures because they were on the other side. You know, I had to kind of just jump in and kind of just to do everything. So, you know, again, forgive me, but we're going to do it bigger and better. But that was my fault because I you know, I ain't going to say it's my fault. It was a good thing because I had intentions of just cutting off at 40. All right. But I just left it open because I wanted to give kids more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And more kids are signing up, And then with the last week leading up, I mean, I looked at the numbers from the 5th, like less than a week, man, 39 kids signed up, like, you know, in the last week, you know what I'm saying? You know how we are, we like last minute of everything, right? But it was like 39, boom, wow. I was like, that, it went from right at the number that I was to, you know, jumped up to 60 something plus right there, you know what I'm saying? So within a week. And then I was, you know, kind of stuck in court a little bit where I was like, all right, well, and then I had people signing up all the way up until 3 hours before that, you know what I mean? Before we were supposed to go on the field. I didn't even see it until afterwards, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, that just lets me know that it was a need there. You know, we provided a great service. The coaches loved it. Parents, you know what I'm saying? I know you may not get everything. Here you go, but I promise you it will get better. It was just good to see, you know, young kids out there competing. So parents that drove, parents drove, you know what I'm saying? From Texas, flew in from California to Georgia, from Tennessee to South Carolina to Panhandle of Florida over. I appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying? I know the coaches appreciate you, you know, for coming out here and competing and getting that, you know what I'm saying, that exposure. This will only get bigger and better, all right? Our planning February 20th. I haven't locked down the set field yet. We're going to go back to the Atlanta, all right? We're gonna go back to Atlanta, and we're gonna do February 20th in Atlanta. In March, we're gonna go to California. All right, Vernice, good to see you. I know Vernice. Oh, I know you mad at me. I chopped up, girl. Much as we don't talk on the phone, and I don't, chopped up your name, and that. But it's good to see Elijah in person. Good kid. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vernice, I know the Kansas City Royal scout. I know he told me he liked what he saw from Elijah. I don't know if he went and talked to Elijah, but he asked about Elijah to me. All right, so that's what it's about. He's like, yo, I like this kid, D. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, what's up with this kid, D? I was like, yo, yeah, 2023. He's like, oh, damn, blah, blah, blah. So, it is what it is. So we have, February 20th, he took his number. Thank you, Vernice. That's what I'm talking about, all right? That's what this whole thing is about, all right? The scout took his number down, and that's how we do it, all right? That's what it's about, all right? Shantae said, come to Arkansas. All right, thought about it, making that happen. All right, shout out to my people out there in Arkansas. All right, Asha said Jackson, Mississippi. I have thought about it. I may need to, roll and do that. All right. I thought about Mississippi again. I talked to one of my guys who helped me do the one in New Albany. We just talked earlier today, and not about doing anything, but we had talked about coming back in the summertime, doing something. But I definitely want to potentially do something over there, preferably on Mississippi College campus. All right. If I can get on Jackson State campus in the summer, we'll see. But I know I could kind of line something up with Coach Hayward over there at Mississippi College outside of Jackson, Mississippi. All right. And SoCal, right? We got that in March. We're going to line March 20th. All right. I'm lining up the schools now. All right. For California in March. So I'm trying to lock something down for April. And then May we be in Houston, Texas. We come 15th to the 22nd. We locking that down. All right. hey, listen, y'all all talking about coming. I can't. Hey, I'm trying to, y'all act like I'm trying to go to states and semi in the middle. We can kind of make this happen. You putting on a camp. You putting a cap on the number of players for Atlanta, or leaving it wide open. I don't know, Rodney. I know you. I know that's a. We had put a cap for 60 kids in Alabama. We tentatively got about 40, potentially 40 pre-registers, you know what I'm saying, already for Atlanta, all right? I'm going to tell you, in Atlanta, though, it will not, I say that, okay, right now, okay? I don't know, once I kind of start putting it out there, because when it comes to the Alabama thing, I didn't, I was going to have maybe 6, 7 schools. I wasn't trying to stream nothing or do anything. I was just going to take the footage and kind of chop up, do it, and it ended up being what it became, all right? So I say that to say, in here in Atlanta, I know I already talked to KC from CART, and we had talked. I told him what I was doing. He was like, "Yo, I'm down. Let me know." I'm sure if I make a couple more phone calls, and then because when it comes to February, colleges are starting to play. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who and what is doing what. You know what I'm saying? I think Clark may not be playing. I can't remember. So we may have something. They just lifted the lockdowns in Cali, so hopefully schools and athletics will be soon. No doubt. We're coming to Atlanta, Cali without lockdowns or not. I already, shout out to my girl Gina helping me out there. So we're coming March 20th. I need you to come to Texas, Louisiana. All right, Daedric. All right. We're coming to Texas, May 22nd is the date in Houston. I'm just going to make the phone calls, put the field together. Shout out to my boy that's helping me out there, my ex-teammate with the Royals. We're going to put something good and, down in May. Just, the beauty of it, I kind of try to lock down the city, and then I try to lock down the schools, and then I start marketing it. So California right now, I have 8 schools lined up yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to reach out to the HBCU schools. I'm going to reach out to some of the D2 schools in California, because the D2s can't play right now. So my team is actively right now putting together a list for me to reach out to the schools and see, if they want to come out. That's how I do it, okay? And then, so when we go to California, I'm going to put on the flyers. We'll have 5, 6, 10, 20 schools lined up for the kids to go and compete in front of. You know what I'm saying? Because, I make it just, I don't want to make it just HBCUs, because there's some D2 schools out there that may want to see some kids too. And Division II right now in California, they canceled the season out. So I know I can have junior colleges out there. Shout out to my boy Tony Miranda. All right, he'll be out there. But so we March 20th, We already got Cali locked. We're just kind of finalizing the schools right now before I put the flyer and everything. And we're right now my concentration is finishing out getting the information out of those kids in Alabama. And then I want to both kids from Minor High School that I had coaches interested in them. All right. Jackie says both kids from Minor High School, Adamsville, Alabama, had coaches interested in them. That's what it's about. You know, I was thoroughly impressed. You know what I'm saying, with some of these kids that come in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? It was just good to see, man. So we got some more things coming in Alabama. I'm kind of, like I said, it's by June, just keep watching the show, my Alabama people and anybody in the neighboring states. We got some things coming in June in Alabama. It's gonna be nice. Okay, we're gonna keep expanding and hopefully be bigger, better. You know what I'm saying? And what we're doing, and we're not gonna just do tentatively. I have a problem kind of opening my mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're tentatively talking about doing a showcase / tournament with teams, high school teams, travel ball teams, and making it a lot bigger. Making it like I wanted to make it a gosh, I'm telling you all my things, and if it don't happen, you guys don't talk about me if it don't happen, all right? But sometimes you got to talk about it to put it in existence, all right? But I'm wanting to make it like an Alabama, Birmingham, because everybody going to take everybody takes my stuff when I say it, you know what I'm saying? So I may keep it abreast, but right now, we tend to be talking about like an Alabama, Montgomery, somewhere in June, where we're going to chill, have a great weekend, college coaches, scouts, making a nice event, you know what I'm saying, for the weekend, you know what I'm saying, food trucks, tournaments, you know what I'm saying, having some fun, playing some baseball. We're just locking down the fields and stuff like that, man. So that's what's in the plan. Watch it. Every time I say something like that, just like my Kansas City, I had everything, whatever. Now they doing the showcase, Major League Baseball and all of that, because I was working on that. So that's what happens, you know what I'm saying? But I'm putting it out there sometime in the first week in June. So all my Alabama people that came to my showcase, your teams or individual lives, we're going to do it better, bigger and better, with the showcase aspect of it, and then we're going to put some tournament play into it, okay? So we're going to put some games to it. So we're going to make it almost like a weekend thing. We got food trucks. I'm talking to the business people out there in Montgomery. We're going to make this a nice event, you know what I'm saying? And so tell all, you know what I'm saying? Keep hollering at me, keep following me. And I want to say within the next 30 days, we're going to have something locked down, date-wise, location, we're going to do it up nice, you know what I'm saying? And we talked about doing a camp for the 8 to 12-year-olds, all right? In the meantime, very cheap. We're talking $50 or so, you know what I'm saying? Camp for the kids, from the younger kids leading up to the older kids doing the showcases, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. So we're going to do it like that, Birmingham, Alabama. I call it a Birmingham, Alabama day or something like that, right? It's going to be super cool, and we're working on that. So, again, this just is, literally was talking about it today. You put it out in the air, we're going to make it happen. All right, so shout out to my people in Alabama, all right? Texas was doing a yesterday middle school age camp. I got you, Janine. Yeah, I didn't see you. Did you come out? I didn't see you this week. I know it's crazy. A lot of people out there. You may not have had the chance to. I know I didn't see you this weekend. All right, but Herman, can't wait for you to get to Texas. Right, Herman? We'll be out there May 22nd, Houston, Texas. I can't wait to get out there and see that talent over there, because Texas showed me so much love. I got damn near half my roster from my recruiting services out there from the kids in Texas, man. So. Shout out to my 2 kids that came out there in Texas. I think, matter of fact, I know Clark really liked the lefty that I brought out there. Shout out to my boy Rodney out there, all right? And shout out to my boy Rodney out there. He like, yo, D, white, black, he don't care, like, yo, D, I just want an opportunity for my kid to play, all right? Speaking life into this happening in the Birmingham area. That's right. We're going to, listen, we're going to lock down the fields, lock down everything. We're going to, and once we kind of, I'm about 30 days away from speaking. I should have, because again, it's just talking right now. But, I guess the excitement from what happened on Saturday, the everything kind of jumping off, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I'm saying it out loud. What's going to happen is you're going to have competitors, and everybody going to feel the need to jump in on this. This is what's going to happen. I already know. But we're stating it right now. Alabama Day. I'm going to call it the Birmingham, Montgomery, Alabama Day. We're going to have a nice weekend, camps. We're going to play some tournaments in the weekend, man. All right? So, come on. Be on the lookout for that. I'm putting it out there. I'm talking about it. one of my boys out there, Jarrell, probably gonna get mad at me for putting it out there so early, but we already talked about things. So we're gonna, D Brown Base, we're gonna have a lot of, we're gonna do a lot of things, man. All right. Quincy, no doubt, man. I appreciate you coming all the way out there to shout out to my boy Quincy, man. And this is what this is about, man. And again, it's a grind, families. I just tell you, man. I thought about my man right here, man, and his kid. Definitely been a part of my program. This is one of those things that it's a grind when you're out there, keep plugging away and trying to get your kid into school. And, even kids that's in my program, like Quincy's, one of them first that jumped on when I was starting publicly talking about, my public, recruiting service. Him and his wife jumped in on me, right? Jumped in with me, and they've been to 3 of my showcases, man, from Dallas to Waco, and drove all the way out to Alabama because one school, and I told him, I promise you, if you come, he just want to put his eyes on you. And the coach told me, he's like, D, I promise you, I take care of your guy if, he just comes and I put that final, eyes on him, And shout out to Quincy. And again, it's, because I know a lot of parents would be like, well, coach, just, you got to make it happen. We can't make it. But they were willing to drive, all from Dallas to out there for their kids to compete, to get that. That's what it takes, man, that dedication. All parties. We, we all wish that it could be a, clean cut. Like, oh, we here, we signing, all of that, man. It looks like it's, it's easy, man, but it's an exhausting thing. So I just say that to my boy, Quincy, that's on here, man. He's finally, gonna get an opportunity, if he chooses to take it, to, which I hope he does, to play. But just the fact that he trusted in me, like, yo, I'm like, yo, drive out here from Dallas, trust me, just put my eyes on it, And he, again, this is what this is about, man. And my boy would come up with a nice offer. He just wanted to kind of put the final touches on him and see him before he make, which a lot of coaches, that's the beauty of the showcase. That's why you got 6, 7, 8 offers, going on in there, because, I could talk, but it's a good thing when these coaches see him, So, Tony says, thanks for giving my players at Minor High School an opportunity to showcase their ability and talent. We had to cancel all overnight trips, which made us lose out on several opportunities for my players to gain exposure. Appreciate it again. No doubt, Coach Burden. All right, that's what I do it. This is trying times, close times, but it's also, the D2s down, the schools that were like at my showcase and stuff. It's well appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I know Xavier University coach. I know he made an offer or 2 on a kid. That was there. Clark, you already heard Clark putting the offers in. I know Stillman coach. Shout out to my boy coach. I know he offered. I don't even know. I can't even tell Coach Whittle. What did Coach Whittle? I don't even, because he was so happy. I don't know I don't know how many people he was talking to, or whatever. All right. And then Coach, even the scout from the Royals, man, he came to me, he was like, yo, D, man, I've seen a lot of kids, man. Yo, what's up? When your next one? You know what I'm saying? And Easy been this Easy's 3rd one with me. All right, he been my road dog. All right, he like, yo, keep bringing this talent to me. All right, and that's how this thing goes, man. So, real fast. So, we're gonna continue to open this up. So what I wanted to do, just so from a business standpoint, clean up, I know some of the showcases and I think I'm getting emails back. Put an email out there thanking everybody that came. I'm going to continue to get all the numbers put together and everything. I don't have exit velos. I'm sorry. I just, with everything changing, the batting and stuff like that, I wasn't able to get the exit velos like on the batting, but 60s and throwing I got. And then, again, if you're interested in the recruiting side of things, holler at me. All right, want to learn more about the program, the recruiting program, let me know. As you can tell, super, I ain't gonna say everybody, but like a handful of guys across the country, just like you saw a small percentage, the Coach Widows, the, Coach Holloways, the, Coach Carters, Coach Hollins at Tuskegee, those are my guys. Those are cool people. Coach Stubbs out there and it's a handful of more. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, more and more that's like super cool, ready to do, you know, whatever, you know, jump on the campus, let's do some D type of thing, from D1s all the way down to JUCOs, you know. And shout out to my boy Will Gilbert. I talked with him, and Malachi just signed with Alabama A&M. I'm gonna post something if I could get to it today. I keep talking about it. I keep putting it off, but he came to my showcase. He was one of the first ones to. He went to my first showcase I had in 2020 out in Jackson, Tennessee, and he got an offer to play at A&M. He just signed, and he gave me a nice compliment. I didn't think about it like this, but he said this to me the other day. He was just like, "Yo, D," he said, "Thank you, Shonda. Shout out to my boy Cam and Shonda out there in Mississippi. All right, that drove through, and it's good to see some of my old friends, some of my kids that was in my own program, like Shonda and Cam. All right, my boy Carlos out there in Memphis, that came through. People that I've been known for a very long time. All right, showing love, showing support, and they got kids that want to get seen. And my boy Carlos' kid, I don't even think the colleges was like, yo, he made more of an impression on pro scouts. All right." And his kid needed the opportunity to play in college, but he made more of an impression on the pro side of things, more so than the college side, which is crazy. All right. So but my boy Will gave me this nice compliment, and I say this not to brag. I say this not to brag, and I hope you guys understand, because sometimes it gets told to me, all right, and puts things in perspective, okay. And I don't say this again I say this to be as modest as I can, and I think you guys that have been watching me, you know, from a minute, you know what I'm saying, know where my heart is. You know what I'm saying? You guys know how I get down, the much information I give, the college coaches that I bring on, and everything. You know what I'm saying? I give kids, you know, as much as I can for free. All right. This is something. My boy who just signed with A&M, right? His son just signed with A&M. He said this to me, and he put this in perspective. He's like, "Yo, D, a lot of other companies and you know, they got all the bells and whistles, the nice websites, you know, they've been doing this for years, the PBRs and all that. And granted, no doubt about it, they do a great job and they do what they do, all right? But he said, you know, what makes you unique, D, all right? He was like, yo, there's very few people out here that got super connections, right? From the GMs to major league teams, not all of them, all right, but some, okay? All the way down to Division III and JUCO college coaches. And, you know, I'm not going to talk high school coaches, but I'm talking about, like, you know, for the kids that want to go to the next level. He's like, there's very few people like yourself that knows GMs of major league teams all the way down to the smallest NAIA Division III JUCOs. He was like, yo, you the plug. I was like, yo, you made me feel good. I'm the plug. He said, yo, you the plug. He said, that's why these parents flock to you. He said, that's why I appreciate you for what you did and helped me with my son. He's like, you're an acquired taste. You don't have all the bells and whistles, and I don't promote whatever, right? I don't, you know, I help kids, you know, and you join my program, and it is what it is. But, you know, I work, you know, I do my thing, but I grind. But, you know, he was like, yo, very few people, because, you know, behind the scenes, I talk college, but I can very easily, as of yesterday, I had a parent mad at me on Saturday. She was mad, and I got to talk to her later on today. All right, but a couple of kids that even come to me on the draft side of things. They want to, you know, and I'm talking to moms when it comes to pro side, pro scouts, draft wise, what needs to be done, hooking college up, everything like that. Behold, what's good, family? If you can do it, then it ain't bragging. Thank you, family. I just, you know, I'm a modest dude. I don't, you know, I don't want nobody ever, you know, because there's guys out there like me, some. Very few, right? But I put my actions behind it. All right. Very few people that can say, like, yo, you want help when it comes to agents? I got a list of agents that I can refer you to. All right. I already know how this thing goes. All right. Oh, you know, you think you're a prospect draft wise? All right, let me find out more about you. Okay, let me find out what certain teams think about you. All right, I call scout friends of mine. They give me the skinny. Yeah, they think he's a second rounder. They only give him $500,000. Oh, you know, this school likes you, or you know what I'm saying, and of course the college side of things. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, it's good to be associated and, you know, and dealing with my network. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, I'm an honest dude. I mess up. I do things, you know, yes, Saturday could have been a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I try to do the best I can, and it needs to be better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a perfectionist. That's the baseball side of me, right? But I just keep plugging away. All right. I hope for 40 kids. I got 90. You know what I'm saying? Saturday, February. I hope that Tiffany, I appreciate you. Thank you, Tiff. And it's like, yo, I hope the next, Atlanta will be, you know, nice, quaint, but we're gonna do a little different setup in Atlanta. All right, March, you know what I'm saying? We go out there, Cali. I'm hoping to blow it out the water in Cali. All right, and then April, I don't know what's going on in April yet, but then we're gonna see. All right, and then May, Houston, February, June, we got some things lined up. I know one of the times I got to get up to the northeast on my side of town. You know what I'm saying? My parts of the woods. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, my hood. I get up to the northeast and do something big and better up there in the summer. And we're gonna just keep, rocking and rolling, doing this. All right. Hopefully, I could kind of line up some sponsorships, line up some things that'll benefit you and the things that I'm trying to do. All right. K Moore, K Moore, Texas in April. Nah, K Moore, Texas in May. All right. Shout out to my boy Kendrick, talking about one of my old teammates. You know what I'm saying? All right. Reaching out there in Dallas. All right. His kid 5 years or so away, right? If I'm not K Moore, right? You know what I'm saying? So, shoot, summertime, I think he's coming into be a 14. He's going into ninth grade. All right. As soon as you hit ninth grade, it's time for you to start hitting up D Brown Showcase. As soon as you're ready, if your kid graduate in May, if I have something in the summer, those 2024s, all right? Exactly. All right, K Moore. So soon as summer hit, all right, soon as your kid graduates on showcases, you know what I'm saying? And get on that. All right. We're gonna have, bigger and better things. We're gonna do a lot, man. Heard nothing but good things about the showcase. Keep pushing. And negative grow on cement. Positive needs water. Sending positive. I appreciate you, B Hall. All right. Wish you could have been out there, but it's all good. I know. We come out there to one in Texas. I'm super excited about the one in Texas. Because even in the two I had in Dallas and Waco, man, the talent, we growing with this. We growing. Like I said, it's not about the bells and whistles. It's just about the results. My boy, same guy that was telling me about, yo, D, you the plug. He also was like, yo, D, you gotta get all this, the media, you have the video to get them, and the parents want to see all of that. I was like, why? Because you know what I'm saying? Because when I send it to a college coach, he don't care about the music. He don't care about, you know what I'm saying, the bells and whistles and all of that. He's like, can the kid catch around ball? Can he hit? All right. Can he run? And all of that. Send me 30 seconds or whatever. That's all I need to see. All right. All right, you know what I'm saying? My boy, shout out to my boy JoJo. We're going to do some things out here in the ATL, all right? The grind don't get noticed. Your grind and growth is coming. I appreciate you, JoJo. I'm out here grinding, no doubt about it, all right? What up, Tiff? I missed it. Have you posted a date for Texas yet? Yeah, not all the way confirmed, but tentatively May 22nd, Tiff, all right? All right, and I'm trying to get up there, Tiff. Shoot, speaking of that, I'm trying to get somewhere up there, and Tiff up there in Michigan. And I know we got something in Wisconsin. I'm trying to put something together in the fall time, Wisconsin. That's right, Wisconsin. Okay. All right, we're going to Wisconsin tentatively in the summer, definitely by the fall time. Can't get out there. Can't wait too long to be freezing out there. But, and so anyway, this kind of comes. Alabama started in conversation in November, but December, January, 2 months later, it happened. Okay. Within 2 months, it happened. So, California, well, that kind of started in October, kind of heated back up in December. Now it it's coming to fruition in March. Okay. Atlanta, I keep tinkering with Atlanta for, what I'm saying? It's just going back and forth and keep canceling and all that. I just want to be done, nice and right, you know what I'm saying? When I do Atlanta. But this one is going to be cool. It's going to be a cool one. And then Texas, I want to do at least 2 in Texas, all right, this summer between May. And that don't mean don't come to the one May thinking I'm going to do it, all right? Yeah, we'll still be in high school season here in the end of May. Yeah, I know, that's tough. I know because it's, most up north schools, you guys don't finish until June. You know what I'm saying? I know in New York, we ain't finished till June. But, I'll have some in the summer anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Eastern Michigan or one of those boys up there in Michigan schools to, do something with me. But if worst case scenario, you know what I'm saying, may have to do one of the neighboring states and we kind of get that locked and loaded. I know Coach K over there in Northern Illinois, we talked about something way back in August of 2019. Maybe he'll open up the doors for me this summer, right? Once everything kind of opens back up with Division I schools, maybe or Northern Illinois, we do something and, kind of hit some of these D1 schools and do something nice, all right? So we're rocking and rolling. Just remember, we're a work in progress, all right? I'm building the team out. I'm building, again, if you want to post in my private Facebook group, all right, Dallas or Houston area or somewhere between Texas. You meaning the one in May? Kendrick, the one in May is going to be in Houston. All right. Pudgy is going to help me with that, K Moore. All right. Me and Pudgy talked about it tentatively. All right. So, but like I said, I'm going to be out there twice. You know what I'm saying? At least twice this summer. All right. Between Dallas and Houston or somewhere in between. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Austin or Waco again. All right. But we're going to definitely do 2 in Texas. And shout out to my boy George. Okay. My boy George. All right. We're going to try to lock down New Mexico. All right. We talked about it last month. All right. We're going to try to do something in New Mexico. And like that's all it is. All right. Parents, that's how this thing goes. You follow me, you come to me, you talk to me on the back end. All right, man, we keep this love what I'm hearing. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Keish. All right, look forward to seeing your son. You know what I'm saying? Preferably, I guess. I don't know if I guess he'd be graduating by then. If he's 2025, come on out. All right. Definitely, if I come back and do something in the summer, it'll be his time. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, for the recruiting program, I have a couple of 2025s that are, interested in the program, and been talking to them. Nobody signed up yet, but they're tinkering with it. It's just a matter of time, and then we kind of go from there. So, anyway, the grind is real. We're doing it. Coming to a city near you, and don't be afraid to travel. Shout out to my parents from 10 different states. Well, I guess 9 other states that came to Alabama. All right, they weren't afraid to travel. All right, college coaches appreciated it. All right. Shout out to everybody in Alabama that showed love, that came out and did their thing. Felt at home there, felt good. Shout out to my boy, Coach Calhoun. Shout out to my boy, Jerome Dunning. Shout out to my boy, Tyler at Next Level. Shout out to obviously the scouts and the coaches that came out there. All right. It is what it is, man. All right, Gavin, next location, February 20th, Atlanta. All right, Atlanta, Georgia, February 20th. I just got to lock down the field, okay? February 20th, all right? So less than a month from now, okay? So you guys are going to hear it. I'm going to start piling up the college coaches, and definitely I'll have pro scouts there. You can forget it, all right? I just it's a different format I'm trying to do. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to let you know how the format will go once you sign up, but I'll have pro scouts there, and we're going to make this happen, all right? Definitely going to have pro scouts there, all right? More so than college, to be honest with you. Coach, I had a great time on Saturday, all right? Coach Hollins contacted my dad. He gave me some great advice to get better. That's what's up, Malcolm, and I appreciate you coming out showing your stuff, man. You're bigger than the fuck, Malcolm. All right, Malcolm, Atlanta kid over here, all right? Tell your dad to hit me up too, because I'm gonna lock down that field. Speaking of February 20th, all right. Shout out to Coach D for making all this happen, creating opportunities for our boys, man. You guys gave me goosebumps, man. Talking, man. This was about, man. Shout out to all the parents that are making it happen, man. I know, like again, 10 states represented. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of things, especially for my 21 parents. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of anxiety. Don't know what's going to happen here. Just be patient. I'm going to do my best. You know what I'm saying? If you need help, holler at me. Shout out to my girl Latrice, all right, that signed up on my program out there from California. My second one in California. Shout out to my girl Monica. We're trying to lock down our Nickel State. Let's get Nickel State to give you that offer. Let's go. All right. Gosh, Come on, Seth. Come on, Coach Thibodeau. Make that happen, man. All right. So that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Behind the scenes, I'll be like, come on, pull that trigger. Let's go. All right. Let's go. I have a spot in Memphis if you ever want to showcase here. Free, Coach Sims. I know we talked about it. You were the second. Who else? I forgot who else. We had Coach Carlos. Carlos Thomas came down. Coach Sims out there, and Harden. Harden. Sorry, I'm showing the blank. He's gonna kill me, man. All right, but they came down from it's one of those, man. We've been at it. You know what I'm saying? We've been at it, and it's one of those. We're trying to make this Memphis thing happen, man, and we'll add that to the mix. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm over there with my girl Tasha over there. All right, I know we could do Memphis, man, but I want to hit Mississippi up this summer, and we're gonna make this happen. D, one of TJ's teammates, got an offer from the show. That's right, I heard that, Bubba. I know. Coach called me and told me, and that's what it's about, man. It gives me goosebumps, man. I didn't know. I'm working the camp. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know these things. So it wasn't until I'm exhausted after that. So I don't know. What's really. I just know the coaches are excited. They tell me that I got 6 kids. I like D. Oh, that. They're telling me these things. All right. I don't know until this morning. I found out 6 kids got offers. So think about that from a guy who's running this. I don't know. I'm running the camp. I don't ask these questions. All I know is that I see guys writing down names and lists and asking me who's this kid, where's he from, any background that I may know of the kid. That's what I do during. So I'm more of the organizer. So I don't know what's going on. So Monday morning, I hear from one of the high school coaches and one of my boy that was running. He said, "Yeah, D, at least six kids got offers and stuff." I was like, "Really?" I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I was like, who? And they were like, so-and-so gave him, Clark gave him this good, I only know the couple kids that's in my program that came to me. Was like, yo, Clark is going to talk to me, coach. And then, the couple kids that's in my program with the Russ College that's going to get offers. So maybe 9 kids out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's going on top of the 6, my 3 kids, and we go on from there, man. We'll put for a couple of days. We'll put you up for a couple of days. All right. Congratulations. Cool as it gets right there. Keep making a difference, coach. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Tiffy said, I just emailed you about your services help. I got you, Tiff. All right. Man, I wish you could have came out there this weekend, man. All right. All right. Coach D, my son, we'll talk, Tiff, though. I appreciate it, though. Coach D, my son, 13, will be 2025 when it's the right time to join your show. When is the right time to show? I just talked to Keish. I talked to, I'm set to talk to Dewana. All right. I know the one, I don't know if she's listening in, but I know that we supposed to set up a call this week. I know you just came from Florida. All right. Shout out to my boy Serge. All right. Good to see you, Serge. All right. Finally got to see my boy Super. And man, what a future, man. That's the beauty of this thing, man. How do you think I feel? And I'm gonna answer your question first. I'll go off Pablo. Come. As soon as you graduate, 8th grade, come on. Get on the radar. That's all it is. If anything, it just teaches them. You may have been done showcases, but I kind of include. I think eventually the bigger goals, like I had 90 kids. Eventually, it'll get to the. I think everything goes right. I won't be able to have 21, 24s, or 22 to 25s. I may have to start separating them. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more, but it'd be good. All right, for the older kids, kind of, because we have boys out there competing, 24s, 23s and 24s out there competing. Speaking of 24s, my boy, Sergio's kid, Super out there, big as they come. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All right, Coach Ian, what's up, baby? Coach, holla at me, man. We gotta get that kid from Arkansas on the phone, man. I was thinking about him. Speaking of my program, I gotta get Anton on the phone with you, man. I don't know if you still have any slots open over there at post grad, but I really want to get on the phone. We gotta do a Zoom call this week and try to get him locked in. All right. So holla at me, Coach. I know you've been grinding your way. I see you signed a kid from Memphis the other day too. So, matter of fact, with Coach Sims, all right, I saw him with a Haven shirt on, so he's Coach Sims' kid, all right, which is cool. Shout out to my boy Coach Sims out there doing his thing, all right. So, yeah, man, we'll put this thing together, Coach Sims. Like I said, we do something in Atlanta, in Memphis. We put, my thing is just, I want access to the field. Memphis ain't too hard. I appreciate you giving me a field, but I need about, give me a structure, give me like a good base of kids to choose from, and then we grow it out. All right. How this whole Alabama thing was like, yo, my boys, I could get you about 20 kids, D, and the rest we grow. That base of 20 gives me confidence that I can make something happen, and then that 20 grew to 90. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this thing goes. So any parent out there, and again, it's the all followers. All right. Alabama's a little different. All right. But Dallas, Waco, but Jackson, Tennessee is a little different, and I'm missing one. And Mississippi, all started from the following here on this show. The one I did in Mississippi had 80 kids, 77 kids there. All right. Shout out to my boy Eric Campbell, came up to my Jackson State one, met him online here. Came up to my Jackson State, saw what I did, saw the college coaches over there. He's like, yo, D, come down to Mississippi. I could help you out. I could do the same. You could do the same thing down there. 70-something kids later. All right. All started from the show. Dallas, Texas. My boy, shout out to my boy Coach Hilliard over here. Yo, D, man, boom, once you come to Dallas, make it happen. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Got it small. It was indoors, but small group, but it made it happen. All right. 20, 25, 30 kids indoors. All right. Shout out to my boy RIP, Coach Jimmy Ayala. All right. RIP. Been trying to get me to Waco for 2 years now. All right. He was like, D, if you're going to Dallas, come to Waco. I can make it happen. We can get you X amount of kids. All right. We didn't get as much as we want, but we still had damn near 40 kids there. All right. And we made it happen. So same thing here, my boy Alabama. D, I can get you 30, 40 kids, no problem. End up with 90. All right. So this ball is turning. Wednesday, March, shout out to my girl Gina. I put it out there talking about California. She's like, yo, D, I boom, make, and she's making it happen for me. All right. Now I got to do my part, bring the schools and the kids and marketing and all of that, but that's how this thing goes. Couldn't pull up on you Saturday. You was too busy. I know, LaShawn, it was, listen, man, it's, that's only the bad part of this, and same thing when I was in Waco, my girl Keisha, all right, my girl Keisha out there following me for a long time in Houston. She was trying to get up with me, but it's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's hard when you shaking hands and making sure everything is done right and, and then trying to, meet some of these, the followers, you guys that have been following me. Trust me, I've been wanting to, you know what I'm saying? But, it gets tough out there. So, to the next time, like I said, I'm not done with Alabama. We building this. You know what I'm saying? You guys help me, and I'll help you guys, meaning I'll help your kids get to the next level, at least give you the exposure that you need. If you need any help past that, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, Milwaukee, we're talking about Wisconsin, follower. All right. I want to hit the DMV. I want to hit the Virginias. I want to hit the North Carolinas. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest. We're talking New Mexico. All right. We talking, you know what I mean? The only part of the country I ain't really, tinker with yet is Northwest out there, Seattle yet. All right, like I said. So a lot of things is in the works. We go, I'm not here to, again, how do I get my boy 60-yard time? LaShawn's coming. All right, like I said, I emailed you. I don't know if you emailed, but I can't. Listen. I literally been traveling the last 2 days. Let me call. I've been traveling. Okay, so South Carolina, Charleston Southern. Yeah, I know. Yeah, LaShawn, that's right. We talked. I don't know. I guess it's your wife. We talked about that. Maybe trying to do that. Make Montgomery a regular on the DB showcase. No doubt, man. I will. Like I said, we're trying to do bigger things, and like Montgomery showed me a lot. With the capabilities of where it can go, what can happen. So I just want to on that when we're talking June to do a nice little thing. Yeah, Chi-Town is definitely, all right? Yeah, LaShawn, no doubt, man. Charleston, South Carolina, we talked about doing something. I'm going to talk, well, she got the plug. Tell Coach McMillan, been on the show. Tell Coach McMillan, man, we hit up the Carolinas, man, and do something good out there in South Carolina, man. I ain't been out there in years, you know what I'm saying? South Carolina, I drive through there all the time, but I'll never stop over there. So, yeah, tell wifey to set that up, man. You know what I'm saying? We could do something in, Charleston Southern. I'll talk to Coach McMillan, all right? What's up, Coach D? Virginia in the building. That's right, all right? You heard me say it. So you may have to travel up to Maryland or maybe down to South Carolina. No, North Carolina, all right? But maybe VA would do something in Virginia, all right? I've had a nice little talk in the past for one of the guys out in the Richmond area. I don't know before. I think you told me you're Northern Virginia, right? I think you're outside of D.C., if I'm not mistaken, right? Shadar, I think you're outside of D.C., but that's the DMV area, though, right? You know what I'm saying? You can kind of make it up to Maryland, all right, if we do either Virginia or Maryland side. So we'll see. So I'm planning and mapping this out. We'll keep growing this thing. Sorry about that. At the call. DMV is good, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know you up in that area. So, but if you feel like, you want D Brown to come, put on something. I've said this, many times, and it's happened. You guys are seeing this from the following. This is not extremely hard. It's hard to put together, but if you guys give me a city, an area, and you guys gotta give me a base of kids that I could, start the process with. The good thing is I can call coaches, or I already know coaches in that area. All right. The problem is sometimes the scouts, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they get a little finicky. All right. But, it's definitely something that I want to
continue to grow. And so if you have a base of kids, you have a city, all right. I did it in Waco. I did it in New Albany, Mississippi. It ain't don't have to be. Montgomery is big, but it ain't. It ain't Atlanta. It ain't Miami, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hit LA up in March. All right, but it is what it is. Okay, so interested in these showcases. It's gonna get better. Um, More coaches. Um, better. Everything. And we're gonna grow this thing out. So recruiting help. You need anything? Holla at me. For my Alabama parents, just give me a couple of days to kind of get all the numbers together. I'll email that stuff out to you. I don't do evaluations, not for the, I'm sorry, for the price for 70, 80 kids, evaluations for, that is not, I'm sorry. You know, if you hear from me and you hear from me and I talk to you about my recruiting service, that means I like your kid more so than the other kids. Okay. So that's your evaluation. All right. If you get an email from D Brown saying like, yo, you need help, that is your evaluation checklist to let you know that and that doesn't mean that all the other kids can't, whatever, but I'm just saying. All right. So I already kind of have a small list. I let the college coaches do what they do, but I'm looking for certain kids myself too. Every showcase that I do. All right. I'm always looking for kids that I like to see. And I'm like, all right, man, I can help this kid if he needs help or something like that. I have my own evaluation sheets. I have my own, list outside of the scouts and all of that. All right. Okay. That's how this thing works. So they have their list. They got their thing going. I write my little checklist of kids that I like and see. It could be 21, 23, 24 as I see a little something. All right. The big time kids, the kids that are just studs, they may need help, but you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they don't need my help. You know what I'm saying? They may think they do, but they, it's just a patience thing. They need more advice, small little whatever. But it's those kids that are just at the border getting overlooked and not getting the offers, and they're not quite Power 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? They're mid-major D1s down. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that be needing me. All right, that are good. They definitely could play in college. All right, but they're not getting that love, that exposure, that them calls that they you know need to be getting. All right, and that's what I do. What I do. All right, them the kids. Now, if you're a stud and you think your kid is a stud, it is what it is. And I mean, I could look at this and be like, then that's when you call me, you start hitting me up, but the pro side. You know what I'm saying? That's when we start talking about pro advice. Okay, that's a whole different ball game. All right. One thing I noticed that was great about your demeanor when the focus was on the infield, I was saying to myself, them boy at first need to catch them damn ball. You sure? Sure enough, you looked at them and said, no disrespect on them balls that's coming that are catchable. Sure enough, them boys started putting more effort into catching the damn ball. Respect to you for that. Hey, LaShawn, listen, I don't want to hurt no kids' feelings, but at least 2 or 3 of them out there didn't belong on the ball field. I don't want to disrespect no kids because I always hear it back from the parents. Okay, but when I feel like they may hurt somebody else and themselves, I have to say something. All right. And then what also looks bad for the shortstops and the second, the kids that are making decent throws. All right, and it makes it. And trust me, scouts and recruiters, they know, they see what I see too. But they ain't gonna just voice it. I had to say something. All right. Because some of these kids, what LaShawn is talking about was a kid, some of these kids at first base that weren't catching the balls cleanly, and it makes these kids, the kids that are throwing, the ball across, it gets in their head like, oh my God, like how did he miss that? And did I make a bad throw? It's like, dude, you didn't make a bad throw. It may not be on the money, but any other, you can't. And again, I love getting kids opportunities here and there, but when it comes to hurting themselves or hurting people around them, I got to call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stand it no more and look at that type of mess, man. Superwood Stay With You program, just the fact that you have them first, you give them the first opportunity, no doubt, Serge, and that's what it's about, man. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been knowing Serge as super since he's 12. He first sent me film on him when he's 12. Now to see him high school and Division I, football athlete, 2-sport guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I love to see, man. You know what I'm saying? This the growth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl Nadine. She be talking today, and and seeing it when she reached out to me in the summertime to see her kid topping out 96, 97, 98. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on right now. Like, I reached out to whatever, I didn't have nothing to do. I'm just, reaching out and then seeing the growth. That's just kids. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the growth of a kid. Your kid may not be recruited right now as we speak, but in 4 or 5 months, he grows, he gets bigger, stronger, faster, quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. And next, you calling me coach. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. The phone is ringing off the hook. You know what I'm saying? I hope to be a part of it, but it's like, yo, the phone is ringing off the hook. All right. This is what it's about, man. All right. Kids and parents need to see the real deal and no difference between D1, D2, D3. Ball coming 90 and 70, not the same. All right. Yeah, no doubt. All right. And the difference between D1, D2, 3 coming. All right. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. That infield, that shortstop, we had about 100 kids out there taking ground balls, but I'll say at least I was thoroughly impressed by the hands and the arms of those infielders. I was like, yo, and they kept coming. It was a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? But I want to say at least 60% of them could play just off of 5, 6, 7 ground balls. I was like, yo, I hope these kids get hit. Now the swings, now some of them, we're gonna talk about that. But man, them fielding, I was really impressed. All right, for most of the shortstops, everybody went out to shortstop in the field, but I was very impressed with the hands and the arms and strength and smoothness. And I was like, ooh, outfielders too. You know what I'm saying? We the athletes. My kids know what I'm talking about. And one more important note, I need that DB hat. I got you guys. So many kids. So many people be asking me about that, and I keep why. Gosh, all right, I'll have it for you. I promise you. I need to start selling them at the showcases. You know what I'm saying? And the gear. Shout out to my girl Shantae, because she gonna get mad at me because she told me earlier today out in Arkansas. She been telling me that forever. I need to do that. All right. So I just I want to I know I'm getting emails in there. I promise you, listen, if you want it's hard for me to get everybody feedback. All right, because I got an email coming in. I seen half of the email. All right. But if I'm reaching out to you, that means I really like your son from recruiting side. That doesn't mean colleges won't be reaching out to you and all of that, because I promise you, I got to chop up and edit the video. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? Get all the, I'm literally, I'm in the car. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, traveling and stuff. So I am, I got on the email, shot an email out there. I'm putting all the stuff together. And, this is, I'm gonna get all that stuff out to you quick as possible. I'm gonna say I'm a one-man show, but basically I got a small team and it's growing, obviously, but basically I'm a one-man show out here. All right. Between me setting up the next showcase, funneling everything through the next one here, getting everything finalized with this one, then, helping the kids out with recruiting, then bringing more kids onto it, and then kind of building out there. So, the more we grow with this thing, the bigger the team can get, the bigger I'm able to, get things out faster and quicker. I can't write evaluations, not for that price. I promise you. I tried to do it for that first one, Jackson. It was 50 something kids. It took me 2 weeks to write evaluations. You know what I'm saying? I know you want that, but I promise you, if I don't provide the college coaches and the scouts, and I just look at from a valuation standpoint and charge you 150, 200, and I can give you evaluations, that's fine. You got to have one or the other. I promise you. There may be somebody else out there doing that. But if I provide college scouts, pro scouts, you know what I'm saying, and live stream, you know what I'm saying, for 150, and you want evaluations, and you know what I'm saying, it's like, numbers and everything, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want every dollar to be spent. Well, I get it, but I'm me. Okay. All right. So I promise you, I can give you all the other stuff, the colleges, to give you the exposure, but I can't write. I try to do that first Jackson State. If I after 50 something kids and inviting evaluations, and I ain't, Perfect Game, the head man of Perfect Game sits back in Iowa or whatever they are, and he lets all little college guys or some guys write up, scripts and shit. Sorry the language, about the kids and whatever. All right. Template and to kind of pass it along to all the other guys, and I know you guys want to hear that. I know, I get it. All right. But for me, sorry. All right. Now, Yeah, Ty was charged $250 and hire somebody, right? I mean, that'd be ideal. I mean, I still would be on the price from what I'd be charging. I still be on the price. Okay. So again, I ain't trying to be a, whatever, right? But I can't have everything. It can't. I'm sorry. I'm just one person. And you get in light, 150 is very, reasonable. And then, we go from there. So, all right, we go from there. I will have all the times out to you guys this week. I promise you. Do you have to tell the parents that kid's not good enough, or do you try to help them get to a D3? 3D is still good baseball though. Yeah. I mean the perfect game events always ain't right either for the price. Exactly. All right. What I try to, the competitor in me, the competitive nature in me, I think I could get any kid in. I mean, let me put it like this. As long as you can halfway play, all right? What I saw this weekend was kids can run and throw, but they couldn't hit good, all right? Because what's going to happen? Oh, it's dark. It's it's only 2 rounds. Sometimes that's what for me to see a swing, all right? I don't need 3, 4 rounds. I don't need my guy to get loose to, you know what I'm saying? I can see a swing, you know what I'm saying? He may not, even if the stroke ain't, he ain't hitting it clean, I can see a swing. But if you're swinging and missing in batting practice, you know what I'm saying? I know the nerves and everything, whatever, but you can't be swinging and missing in batting practice. All right, certain kids out there, I'm not calling nobody out, but did everything good until it got to the swinging part. I was just like, ugh. And my boy Easy Scouts, that's what they say. D, yo, running is cool. Yo, that's a tool. That's great. Yo, the feeling is dope. He's like, yo, the separator is hitting. D, when we gonna get to the hitting part? That's what he kept saying. When we gonna get to the hitting part? That's all I want to see. Yo, the 60s and all of that, that's great. All right. When we gonna get to the hitting? All right. that's you know what I'm saying? Because you can't steal first base. You see what I'm saying? You ain't no guy's gonna give you a college scholarship just based off of, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but most guys, especially D1, big time, they're not gonna just give you, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna just give you, a scholarship just based off of, how great your defense is. It ain't gonna happen. You got to be able to swing it. So that's always a separator. I wish I could have had longer time. I had to go in cages and stuff, but that is a separator. So 60s and the fielding, all right. All of that. You know what I'm saying? And Tiffany, that's a fact. You can't steal first. I don't care how fast you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't steal first base. All right. So, I granted, I want to give you, I give you the times and you go home with that. You know what I'm saying? Those throwing times and 60s, you go home, man. All right. Ty says, did anyone get offered from this weekend? Yes, I know you probably didn't come on, Ty. But yes, 6 kids got offered this weekend. 6. Okay. And again, if you don't, I'm not gonna say you don't have no reason not to believe me, right? But I didn't know this. Okay. When other coaches and high school coaches that was there tell me that their guys got offered, it's legit. It ain't like the coach coming to, whatever, or the parents, it's the high school coaches that came to me and was telling me, yo, so-and-so, yeah, at least 6 kids. My kid got, whatever. Another one's going to look at this. But then another guy was like, yo, about 6 kids got offered. All right. This ain't fluff. You go to Perfect Game. Go to Perfect Game all you want. All right. And I ain't, again, I'm not crapping on nobody business, nobody, whatever. Okay. Mine is about getting results. 6 out of 90 may not be a whole lot to you. Okay. But I know there's hundreds of kids that will go to a Perfect Game event this week or whatever and showcase and pay $400, $300, $400, $500. No college coach will be there. They get written up and put on a profile. Granted, a lot of college coaches do look on that profile, so I get it. All right. Mine is tangible. Right there. Right there. Yo, I like you. What you doing? Boom. You here? All right, I'm gonna give you an offer. Right there. That's facts. That's tangible. That's right there. Right there. Come on. Y'all don't know, man. And I ain't bragging. Again, to me, that's what this is about, man. PG, $6.99 to go get written up and put on a profile. So I get it. Parents, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. You may want me to put it, you want my spin on it, and I give it to you. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't paying me $700. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying me that. And I ain't asking for that. You know what I'm saying? All right. That 6 kids that get to be playing plus get a high ad at a discount. Thank you, family. Thank you, Demetrius. You know what I'm saying? So for $150 discount, that turned into $150, ticket. All right, to my showcase, they get thousands taken off. All right, of their tuition and stuff to come play at the next level, and they get the joy of seeing their kid play college baseball. All right. Again, I'm not I don't poo-poo on nobody's business. All right. I don't want to, I'm not Perfect Game in doing their thing. They have everybody go through there. They run good tournaments, and it's a necessary evil right now. All right. I'm not calling them evil, but scouts and do look at it. They do. They go on their profile and they look at it. No doubt about it. Okay. They all do. Okay. For $200 or less, okay, you have college coaches at my thing and pro scouts and college coaches, and getting offers. Come on. The more I start talking, the more I be like, yo, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. I'm just saying, like, yo, this is what we're doing. And I think sometimes parents, you understand this, but maybe you don't. Because now you may be just entering this, and I get it. We talk of, I've talked about it tirelessly. All right. But what you just seen this weekend, all right, I ain't gonna do. Let's just talk race thing. All right, I don't want to bring up race. I shout out to them, what I'm saying, the white and the Spanish kids that was there too. We had 90% black kids out there. All right, all out there running, throwing. I had D1, I had HBCU coaches and scouts out there, brothers. All right, out there competing. Now my wife, I ain't gonna lie, like my boy, Peanut Campbell out there, and shout out to my boy Caden over there, did their thing, mixed right in, and they actually, did their thing, you know what I'm saying, and had HBCU school want them, you know what I'm saying. That's what this is about. All right, so I'm not I'm just saying the opportunity. All right, so don't just take it, understand what I'm doing, which I know you do. All right, but don't like try to squeeze every little, you know what I'm saying, for that, you know what I'm saying. Like, yo, go out there, be put on the map, get put on my map, you know what I'm saying. I promise you this ain't the only one I'm gonna do. Get connected with me. All right, you might have seen 6, 7 coaches, a few that's going to be on the video, and a few scouts. You know what I'm saying? That's a small. All right, I'm 100+ deep with these college coaches that are on my list, and that's not even talking 20, 30 more that I don't even know yet. That know me, that I haven't even know that they are out there yet. Okay. Because it happens. Yo, D, I remember, boom, I'm like, damn, where you at now? Yeah, Virginia Tech head coach. Yeah, I was at Marist when you were in high school. The Virginia Tech head coach just emails me out of the blue. Like, you love what you're doing. Like, yo, I remember you in high school. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, damn, all right, put you on the list now. Shout out to my boy Will that said this. And I'm, again, from GMs, not all of them, but a handful of them, okay? GMs, all the way down to NAIA Tech schools, Division III, junior college, Division III, everybody in between. All right, different levels. All right, to Georgia's, to the Gordon State's junior college in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Alabama State to the junior college in Alabama. Okay, it is what it is. So again, I'm not here again. I don't want you coming off. I don't want you to get mad like Coach D was on some other, man. You talking, well, I just want to know my kid's 60. I just want to know what my kid look like. All right, I get it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here trying to, you know what I'm saying, bum much and look down. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to evaluations and all that type of stuff, I know you want all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one person. My goal is I'm gonna get those times out to you. You know what I'm saying? But the evaluation aspect of it, and nah. All right. If I holler at you, that means I really liked you as your kid is a ball player. If you want to work with me recruiting side, that's what that is. These college coaches got their own list, got their own thing. They just offered 6 kids. I didn't even know until this morning. Okay. I'm over in my own world trying to, figure out how to make it better, how to do things right, put my stuff, you know what I'm saying, traveling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. So this morning I finally kind of got someone. I'm still on the road, but I was like, yo, what's going on? Boom, boom, boom. Called a couple people. Everybody was, excited. A couple parents mad at me. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Right? It happens. I know it. But it's like, yo, boom. Yo, 6 kid got offered. That to me, that takes away all the angriness, all the you know, like, man, I wish it was better. When I hear that trumps it all. It's a successful showcase for those 6 individuals. I know everybody else, whatever, but it's way more than that got looked at. That these college coaches and everything is way more than that. But I'm just talking about 6 kids that got the tangible offer right there from the showcase, put together in less than 2 months. All right, 6 kids got the opportunity to go on to the next level, and it will be more. It will be more. Okay. But as we sit here 2 days after that, 6 kids had the opportunity to play at the next level. 6. All right. I'm just saying. Oops, I'm pressing wrong button. So let me get back. Hold up 1 second. Okay. Oof. All right, my bad. Press the wrong button. I love seeing so many kids of color out there. As here in Cali, I may only see 5 black kids in the tournament. I only see 5 black kids in a tournament that will have 300, 400 players at a tourney. It was great to see that at your camp, Coach. I appreciate that. I'm Gina. I bet you that's you. I don't know, but I bet you that's you. Exactly. Okay. That's facts. I'm not going to brag, but my boy got the attention of that pro scout, and he's very interested. So we don't have a reason to lie for 2024 to give him a call this week. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So for all the parents that think, is it 2025? Is that too early? You know, whatever. Come hit my boy, sir. All right, 2024, freshman this year, about to, you know what I'm saying? Had a scout take his number down, and it's going to reach out. They're going to reach out, and they're probably going to connect sometime, somehow, some way. That ain't college. That's pro. That's pro. And Serge, I ain't. That's facts, right? My boy Serge, I ain't out here. I'm not here sugar. I ain't telling nobody to say anything. All right, we just talking about college offers. My boy's a freshman over there, about to start working with a scout and connecting with a scout over there, a 2024 kid. All right, so if you have, again, now he's built like a man, okay, but he's different. But the pro scout seen him, evaluated, like what he saw, was like, yo, we'll start with this. Yo, boom, boom, boom. All right, you know what I'm saying? That's what this thing. That's what D Brown ain't got nothing to do with that. Just D Brown just has an showing, giving the kids the opportunity. The scouts gonna see and like what they like. All right, I'm just saying, man. 150. That ain't no evaluation. That ain't no 60 times. And, you know, it's just like, yo, tangible. I see what I see. The scouts that I like what I see. How can we connect? You know what I'm saying? How can we connect? That's what this is about, man. All right. And again, I mean, there's some hell of a times in the 60s, yo. You need to know all that. I get it. I'm not pooping. I just want you to understand, like, you know, from evaluations and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. And next time I'm gonna kind of list it out and be like, yo, I'm gonna provide you with college coaches, some scouts, you know, sometime I'll be able to live stream, you know what I'm saying? Other times, you know, whatever. But for that price, I just think it's because I wanted to charge too, but I went down. All right. D, thanks for allowing our son to come to the showcase and the opportunity of success. Thanks from the go. No doubt, Stella. I appreciate you driving way out there from Dallas. Okay. That's what this thing is about, man. All right. This is a movement. This is a, you know, tangible like movement. This is like, when I mean by tangible, it's a feeling, it's a vibe. It's not corporate. It's not corporate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These are real people. Stella, Sergio, they know how I get down. They can call me. I ain't gonna say they call me, you know, I get right back, but you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Well, Stella's in my program, so it's different. All right. But Serge been, you know, I've been rocking with Serge for 2 years. All right. Lincoln, what's up? Hawaii in the building, okay? So again, I'm just saying this is not a and I know some people in Alabama may just be getting to know me. They, you know, word of mouth, like, yo, D, this guy D running a showcase. That's how I got to 90 people. Okay. Because I'm sure I didn't know all 90, whatever. It's just certain people know. Shout out to my boy Jarrell. I've been marketing. That's how the thing, and then it blows, whatever. The key is now you're in my network. You're in my space now. It's like, where do you want to go with this? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to continue to grow? Is it just a one-time thing? You want to jump to other programs and other things that was going on and it looked shiny and all of that? All right, this is real ish. You know what I'm saying to me? All right, real ish. Sergio, Quint, you know, Stella. All right, that's what this thing is about. It's not, hey, you pay me my money, I'm gonna blast it out to 150 or 1,000 schools and let's see what comes back. It's nah, we're gonna dissect these schools. I'm gonna feel like may not be a fit. This may be here. We got this, so I think I could get you in there. But let's see about these other schools. Let's see what they do first, and we go from there. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's not corporate. This is real people. I talked to two of my parents today. They mad at me, right? They mad. D, man, I've been calling you all weekend, man. What's up? Whatever. I was like, yo, I had to showcase. Oh yeah, I forgot. Damn. I'm trying to get this. They in my program. All right. Getting yelled at. I'm like, yo, relax, dude. All right. I had to showcase. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't everything I'm doing right now. All right. I had to, oh yeah, I forgot about the showcase. You busy, but they in my program. All right. Putting the packages together, sending out, getting the ball rolling. So it may feel like I'm behind them, whatever, but it's like when it's time, like it's just like when it's your time, it's like it's ready to move. I'm just trying to get the Stella, Stella and Quincy's kids, the kids that have been rocking with me September, October, the 2021. I got to get them out. I got to get them offers and kind of get them. Now I can start working on whatever. All right. That's what this is about. So again, Stella, Quincy, they know how I get down from Dallas. That's why they drive out. If they felt like I was corporate, they felt they wouldn't even spend their hard-earned money and time, which is more important than anything with me. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's how this thing goes. And it's drinks, it's family. It's they Stella and Quincy, they family now. You know what I'm saying? We cool, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, talking. And it's like, yo, it ain't, now it's like I want to do it even more for their kid. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like my family member. All right. Their son is like my guy. Same thing with Yamina and David out in Arkansas. All right. That's what it's about. Rodney, you know what I'm saying, drove out from Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I mean, his kid in person now, we meet as fam. That's what this is about, man. It's like, yo, you join this, we trying to do this. All right. Shout out to my girl, I talked to her last week, Monique, and it was like, yo, she just gave me some real ish and just real talking. And she was like, yo, we've been doing NCSA. We tired of NCSA. They don't even reach back out to us. They don't even call us. They don't even, we've been trying to blow them up, but they don't even call us back. And blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? D, we tired of working with them. We trying to come over and work with you. All right. You told us more on this, whatever, here. All right. Shout out to Latrice that just signed up late last night. She may be listening in from California. All right. We've been working together for 3 weeks, kind of putting this together, and she just happened. You know, I saw Latrice. I saw the email late last night. We're gonna reach back out to you today, or probably tomorrow, and we'll kind of discuss the list and we kind of go from there. All right. Hey, Candy, we are coming out for the next one in North Carolina. All right, Candy. I look forward. I know you. My nephew, I've been telling me, and I've seen your son, so I look forward, all right, to meeting you and your son. All right, I know you guys can. I know your son is a high-level ball player, and hopefully, I can be able to be some assistance to you guys. All right. Should we come out to your showcases in other cities, Tiffany? Well, it's up to you. Okay, it is up to you. I would highly suggest, if you make it out to Atlanta, Tiffany, I'll try to line up a few schools. You join my program, I'll try to line up a few schools that I know can use your services. Now, you can't wait till May. I can't tell you to wait till May. You're 2021. If I'm not mistaken, can't tell you to wait till May. So I can't say wait till May. I'll be out in Texas. You ain't got that time to. I'm not even trying to be, whatever. Okay, it's the truth. NCAA don't even know you after you give them your credit card number. No doubt, Rodney. I appreciate that. And it's the truth. This is, what I'm saying? This is what it is. All right. So, Tiffany, yeah, I already know. So just holler at me. Gosh, I wish you would have came out this weekend, Tiff. Lord. You would have got offered this weekend. No, I really, truly believe. Okay. Parents got to be realistic with your son and his skill, but for $150, get that opportunity to show them in front of the college coaches and scouts. You won't get that anywhere. So parents, don't complain about the money and get your kids game up. That's what you really want for your son. Thank you. All right, Sergio. All right. Thank you. All right. Because I'm not saying, I'm not saying anything, I don't want you to think it's about the money. All right. Obviously, it's not about the money. I'm just saying sometimes I just don't want you guys to feel like I gotta do all of this to kind of, for 150. My job is to get you maximum exposure. If I wanted to do an instructional type of camp, I'll do it all day. All right. These are exposure camps. Okay. Perfect Game does, instructional style camps, profile showcases where they're going to draw you up, write you up a nice little saying and what they believe you. Oh, he hits the rotation on the ball, it jumps off the bat, and he runs down like a deer in the gap, and he's this long term with. Anyway, okay, that's going to be said, and you're going to pay $800 for that and put on there, or $700 and you put on their profile, where hundreds of coaches look at that. All right, all right. 150 is nothing. Perfect Game 700. Okay, that's my whole point. Okay, and I don't want everybody to get caught at 150 because trust me, I'm getting y'all in at this whatever. Okay, but it ain't gonna stay at 150. But I ain't gonna never charge at 700 unless I know that I'm providing the world for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean by the world, like scouts and GMs and the craziness. Right now, for 150, you get some scouts and you get some coaches. All right, because sometimes even in Waco, I think I had one scout. Dallas, I didn't have no scouts there. I'll be the first to tell you. All right. All right. I just want you to understand that you're paying 150 for this network, okay? The 120 coaches that's been on this show, the agents that will continue to come on here, you have access to financial advisors that's been on the show. Shout out to my boy Muzzy and my boy JD. All right. Any information, ex-big leaguers, current big leaguers. I just had Cedric Mullins. It's just a movement. It's a network. That's all it is. Okay. So we just branch this thing out. So more people you tag, more people that you share this message to, more people that you hear. That's all it is. It's just a network. All right. That you associating yourself with good people. Okay. Anybody that I kind of, I like good people. These college coaches rock with me because they know, like, yo, D, I love what you doing. Do you understand how many times they say that? Yo, I love it. I don't ask them for money to come on here. I don't, even though they, some of my parents want me to, right? I don't ask them for money to market their school on here. I do it for y'all. I provide their email and phone. Sometimes they get the phone numbers right here on the show to D1 coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come on my show, you come watch this over here, you get D1 coaches access. I just think, with the phone number, some of them get the phone number. I'll be like, ooh, don't do that. But they do it. I don't want to tell them no, but then y'all going to be like, yo, all right? I don't know, man. Just needs to be blown up, tagged, and all that. I need to have 80, 90 people that show up every time I do something just to be a part of that. I know a lot of people don't know yet about, D Brown, what's going on. Any given time you got D1 coaches listening in,